I don't feel like I'm doing enough to support you as a friend.
I needed that phone call, but I would have never reached out for it. I would have never said, here, help me. Sometimes I'm stressed, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm perfectly fine. I just want to be by myself. That's adult friendships for you. Have you not noticed that? It's like I'm in the swimming pool and it's like rising. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah, but some people don't know their isms.
It's not a good thing, but it's just how I cope.
So yeah, how you been? It's been a while.
I've been good. Tired, as always. I think I'm always tired. How have you been?
Alright, man.
Yeah, I'm so used to like looking into the camera. That's not supposed to be looking.
No. I've been alright. Been better.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year to you too.
The 16th.
And Happy Christmas and all the other stuff that I ain't seen you since.
Well, yeah, life. So that's adult friendships for you. Have you not noticed that?
Ish, maybe.
Adult friendships as well when you don't have kids. When you do have kids, it's harder.
There's a bit of that, and there's a bit of Jahnayisms.
What do you mean by Jahnayism? What's that mean?
Jahnayisms is isms that Jahnay has.
Yeah, everyone says that. I'll take it. 2024, I'll do better.
Do you know what they are though?
What's that? What is my Jahnayisms?
I'm asking, do you know what they are?
Not answering my phone, not getting back to people in time, leaving messages for a very long time, being busy. Those are Jahnayisms. I'm very aware. That's why I said 2024, I'll do better. Anyway, it's not about Jahnay. What was the question you had?
Interesting. No, I'm just saying it's good that you know them.
Yeah.
At least.
They're a part of me for a long time.
Yeah, but some people don't know their isms. I call them isms, innit? I don't know if other people...
It's about flaws, your own personal flaws.
Yeah, but some people are fully not aware of it.
I'm fully aware. I'm very self-aware, actually. My
good.
counsellor says that to me a lot.
That's good. Because what I was actually going to talk to you about is the fact that because of your Jahnayisms, I find it hard to be a good friend to you.
Why?
Because you don't allow me to. So I don't know, if I know that you're upset or if you're going through something, there's no getting through to
do you know, it's so crazy.
So I can't be a good friend.
Do you know why that is so crazy?
Why?
Because Tyler and Martina said that to me 2 days ago. They said to me, you need to reach out when you're going through things. And I'm like, even my auntie, Tyler's mom, she was like, you need to reach out when you're struggling or when you're stressed or when you need help. And I'm like, They were like, what do you mean? I'm like, because I don't know how to do it. I just crack on with it.
I think I don't know where that would stem from. Would you say it's a cultural thing?
It's not cultural. I think it can be cultural, but I'm not focusing on, for me personally, it's not a cultural thing. I think it's just what I've learnt to do from my childhood. So it's like, when I was going through things or something happened, instead of me going and tell my parents or telling my family members, I'll just deal with it myself. So it's the same thing when it comes to friends. I'd rather just deal with it myself. It's just how I cope or go through my problems, issues, scenarios. I just do it myself.
And would you say that works for you?
But does it work for me? Or it's worked for, it's helped or kept me going for 27 years. Would I say it works for me? I suppose, 'cause I'm still alive. But I don't think it's good. It's not a good thing. But it's just how I cope. My coping mechanism.
So it works, but it's not the most effective, would you say?
Well, with some self-reflecting and looking into myself and speaking to Tyler and you, like that's crazy that in like literally they called me Sunday night and they said to me they're coming to my house tomorrow because they're like, yeah, no, they're coming to speak with me, pray with me, and then you've just come and sat here and said you make it, oh, that is bad.
It's just.
But what do I do? What am I supposed to do? I don't know.
You know the last conversation I had with you?
Yeah.
I want to say it, and if we edit it out, we edit it out.
No, you don't have to edit it.
Dej, I'm going to the hospital. That was in December.
That wasn't the last conversation.
I'm telling you, that was the last conversation I personally had with you.
No
So
way.
I'm trying to find out what's
Phone
going
call.
on. It was.
No,
It might have been a voice note.
No, we're not going to do that because we Snapchat very regular.
No.
What? What do you mean no?
No.
You've been busy yourself. Excuse me. Let me not start. No. We're not gonna do that. You've been very busy yourself, doing positive things. Yes.
I want to know what's going on.
Deja, that's what you're not going to do because I messaged you and I updated you. Remember on Snapchat? Well, you could pick up the phone and called me.
I could have, but unfortunately, when I phone your phone, it doesn't ring.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have. It doesn't ring.
It doesn't ring.
Do you know what? Everybody says this to me and I need people to understand. If I'm in my bedroom, there's no signal. So I'll get a text message that says missed call from this person. And sometimes I'll get the text message. Sometimes I don't get nothing at all. So you have to WhatsApp call me if it's after 7 and I'm at home. Bedroom, no signal. And people don't believe me, but it's true. And then there is sometimes where I'll just watch the phone ring. But I don't do that to you, though.
That's most of the time, probably.
No, I promise you. I wouldn't watch the phone ring with you, Tyler, and Martina. I don't do that.
Anyway, back to what I'm kind of trying to get at. Mm-hmm. I can't be a good friend.
That's not true. That's not true. And do
But
you know
it's
that's
how
not
I
true?
feel.
Do you know that's not true? Because everybody that knows me knows I'm one of the hardest people to get a hold of. But that shouldn't affect how you feel as my friend. Because you can still be a good friend to me. Because think about it like this. Wait, let me land. You know when you see them quotes that say, okay, I haven't spoken to my friend in 6 months and the relationship and the connection is still the same. They ain't spoken 6 months.
You're right. And I know that our relationship's never really going to change.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if you're upset or if you're going through something, I can't be a good friend because you're locked up in a cage somewhere and there's no
But then that
form of
doesn't
communication to you.
That doesn't mean you're not a good friend because Tyler has the same experience. Martina, and they're all my good friends have the same experience with me. And that's why Tyler will pop up at my house. Obviously, when my auntie passed away, certain emotions came back up from when my friend passed away. And it was just like, okay, I was going through it. However, Tyler knew, which I didn't really like. I told her not to come. She called me and she was like, I'm coming to your house. I was like, why are you coming? She was like, I know something's wrong. She came. She has this, they all have the same issue. But that's just how I've learnt to cope.
I mean...
But it doesn't make you not a good friend, though. How?
I'm saying that, but maybe it's a selfish thing for me. Because I can't do what I would perceive a good friend to do during that period of time. But if you're saying, I'm just going to lock myself away and just keep myself to myself, then I've just got to respect and honour that. But I'm saying within myself, I don't feel like I'm doing enough to support you as a friend. If you're going through something and you're locked away and I can't even speak to you.
I feel like the best thing to do, or if I'm honest with you, and I'm trying to do better in 2024, because I understand that it's not always a good way to solve your problems. However, just call my phone. Call my phone.
It's not ringing.
Well, Rain's got a phone now. You can call Ray's phone.
I'm going to have to call Ray. But you got house phone in there.
House phone where? No, I got the line though. I don't have a house phone. Call my phone. Call Rain's phone. This what Tyler does is she'll ring me down. They will ring me down, and they will wait, or they will turn up at my house, and I'm always
used
home.
to that. But you're saying, okay, let me ask you then. How can I best support you if you're ever going through something?
Pray for me, number one.
Okay.
That's one of the best form of support you can do is pray for me. And what I want people to understand and friends to understand is that everyone deals with their problems differently. So some people want to go sit down and have a meal and talk and face to face and let's talk about life and what you're going through and let's write it down. And then there's people like me that would rather just be by myself for maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, get time to recoup, restructure, revive myself, and then I come back. And I feel like the reason why people like me will do that is because we give so much every single day. So it's like, okay, in order to give so much, you have to take time out for yourself. So when sometimes I'm stressed, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm perfectly fine. I just want to be by myself. And I realise that I get that a lot from my parents. They're both like that. So my mum, she'll do the same thing. She'll just lock off from everyone. You won't hear from her. Phone's off, do not disturb. And in that time, she's praying, she's reading her word, she's reviving, refueling herself. And I realise I'm like that as well. Because I'm I wouldn't say recluse, but what's the word I'm looking for? I like my own company. I like my own space. So when I'm coming out and socializing and I'm giving 110% every single day on social media, connecting to this person, connecting to that person, this person messaging me, I'm trying. There comes a time where I'm like, okay, enough.
It's draining,
Even if I love my friends and I love you lot, but there comes a time where it's like, all right, I need my own time. But that doesn't mean that it's always that case. Some cases, I actually do need my friends to message me and to contact me, and I'm very grateful for when they do. But I do like to be by myself.
Alright, so that point of which sometimes you want them to contact you, sometimes you want to be by yourself, that is a little bit
Thin
hard
line.
to identify.
Yeah. To be honest with you, you can't identify it because I can't even identify it. So when Martina and Tyler called me 2 days ago, I needed that phone call, but I would have never reached out for it. I would have never said, here, help me. And I feel like that's because I'm so used to always being the one that helps everyone else. I want help, but I don't want it. I don't want to seem like a burden, or I don't want to seem like, oh, another problem, Jahnay. Like, I just want to work on it myself.
No, but do you know what it is? For me, and I'm sure it's the same for you, when you've got friends over a long period of time, friends become family.
True.
So if you've got a family issue,
True.
nothing's too much. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's never a burden for anyone else.
True. And when I think about it, my friends are actually not friends, they're family. So you actually highlight something for me. Like, my actual friend, I don't have friends, I have family, because I've known them for so long. Like, all of my friendships are 10 years up. I don't really have new friends, would I say? And if they are new, I would say they're acquaintances. So yeah, you're right. My family. I don't know, I just feel like then again, I'm always supportive of my family. I don't know, I just feel like I like to deal with my own stuff myself.
And that's fair enough, man. Like I said, I think for me, it's a bit of a selfish thing.
But can I ask you a question? Why do you feel like you're a bad friend if you can't get through to your friend who likes to go AWOL, who likes to just disappear? That's not your fault.
I know, but I wouldn't say I'm a bad friend.
Yeah.
I'd say it's more, I feel like I can't be the best friend because I'm not supporting you in any way. There's different levels
But
of
if the door's shut, how are you going to support me?
This is what I'm saying the feeling's coming from. Because any of my other friends, the mass majority of them, if they're ever going through anything, the bare minimum I can do is talk to them. And then hopefully by the end of that conversation, they feel a bit better.
Okay, but how many of those friends are females? That's another thing. I'm a female, Deja. Males handle their stuff differently.
Some of them would be... No, some of them are female.
Yes. And do you speak to them as much as you speak to me, or how much as we speak? That's what I'm saying. Are you their godfather to their child? Like, it's different. And also, males, majority of your friends, no offense to your other female friends, are males. Your closest friends are males, right?
Yeah.
How do males manage their stress, or when they want to time out, or when they want to refuel? I feel like they manage it differently to females. I could be wrong because I'm not a male.
Not really. It's a bit similar to yours.
All right. So what do you do when they
bottle up.
disappear?
But you know what it is? With the male friends, I've been able to lay a playing field that they know when they're coming to man about problems.
Okay.
It's me and you, bro. Like, we can talk about anything in this space and it's safe.
Yeah, but we have the same thing. What's the difference?
The moment they're going through something, I can get a call. Yo, Dej, you local?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, what's up? Come on, I want to chat to you about something. We're going to link up, sit down and reason.
But I've had those calls with you before. Like, I called... Do you know what, yeah? All right. Yeah, I do this all the time. This is just me.
And there's nothing wrong with it. But I just wanted to know how I can best support you. Because that feeling of me not being able to help, I can suppress that. If you say to me, Dej, you know what? If I'm ever going through something, just pray for me. I'm going to get myself together by myself. I'll be at peace knowing that this is what she wants. Cool. Like, let me leave her alone and pray and hope that everything's good.
Yeah, I feel like the best way to support me... do you know what it is? It's not even me. It's a person like me. So, like I said before, my coping mechanism in life and dealing with things and getting out of situations is to go away. Like, I was even talking to my other friends yesterday, and I realised something that about, I think it was like 2021, I was going through something. And the best way I came back, like really refueled and charged and glowing and light was on me, was when I went away for 1 month and I was off social media. I was off every social media platform and I was just reading my Bible, reading my word, focusing on church, focusing on praying. And I feel like that's what works for me. And not everyone's going to understand that because not everyone's a Christian. Not everyone prays as much as I do or is at the level I'm at. So, and does what I do, if that makes sense. I'm always giving. Even when I'm not giving, I'm giving mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like, I'm always giving. So I feel like for me, I need that time away. So, and I know sometimes it's a bit, I don't know, I wouldn't say selfish, but I don't realise how much it affects my friends. Because I feel like even Mila, she was messaging me like, are you right? Are you okay? And I don't realise that because you lot are not in my head, you don't understand what I'm doing. So it can be worrying. It can be a bit like, oh, I can't get through to you. But it's just me recharging.
And I totally understand that. And I think at the end of the day, everyone's got to look after themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I'm saying that's why I had to have this conversation with you.
Oh, sorry.
And I didn't want to tell you what we were going to talk about.
I forget what we were talking about.
I wanted it to all be natural and organic.
Yeah.
But I can work with it. Once you've told me, do you know what, Dej? Pray and just let me have my space. That's cool. I'm fine. I can work with that.
I'm sorry you felt that way. I didn't know. Oh God.
No, it's fine. Do you know what it is? Don't
bad.
feel bad.
I
Don't
feel
feel
so bad. Like you felt bad because you couldn't support me. But yeah. And do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, right, I have from Deja in a minute. I ain't seen him Christmas. I said, what's going on here? Ain't got no phone calls.
Couldn't get through. And I'll tell you what as well. I think at the time where
this is when I changed my phone as well.
I'm not sure, but I know the time that when you was going through something, I was going through something.
Yeah, see?
So where I'm doing,
yeah,
and this is pretty rare, but when I'm doing what you're doing,
yeah,
we're both like this in isolation.
It's so
there's
crazy.
No communication in between, and it just looks like I'm not there for you and you're not there for me.
Well, I did message him like, are you okay? You're like,
yeah,
remember? And you were like, it's a lot going on. And I was like, yeah, it's a lot. Do you know what it is as well? I'm the type of person, another thing as well, if I know I'm not mentally in a place to help anyone else or add to someone else's life, I withdraw. So that is mostly the reason why I don't want to talk to no one. Because I know one of my main purposes on this earth is to give my encouragement, give love, give life, give enjoy, just give. And if I know, which is a downfall, because I say it to Tyler knows it the most, I'm like, I don't want to be around people if I don't feel like I can add. If my cup is empty, I'm going to go back and recharge. If my cup's empty, I don't want to talk to no one. I don't want to see no one. I don't want to be around anyone. Like this last week was quite a hard week. The funeral, all that stuff, emotions. I was like, I don't want to be around anyone. Went to the 9 night yesterday. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be there for 1 hour. Don't want to be here any longer because it's too much for me. I just want to be in my warm house, especially because it's bloody minus 3 degrees outside. I want to be in my warm bed, in my onesie, on my phone, in my own world. Like I really like that. But also, it's kind of hard because I'm an extrovert, but I'm also introvert. There's no balance really, is it, when you think about it? So I got to try and find my own balance in my house, but I got to find a way with doing it without offending my friends.
I think I won't ever be offended. I've known you way too long, and it's things I've seen before, but I think I'm at a stage now where I'm very conscious of people, their emotions and what they're going through and what kind of support I'm able to give them. I'm very conscious of that right now.
I think you're more aware, you've grown.
Yeah, and that's why I've had to have this conversation. But what I want to say is you shouldn't have to change. You don't have to. If it works for you and you're happy with it and that's how you cope and it's worked for however long, keep it. But what I needed to know...
is why?
No. Is how I can best support you. And you've told me that now. So now
how can you best support me?
Pray for you and give you a space. When you've managed to get yourself through the patch that you're going through, things will go back to normal. But am I right in saying that? Just so I know.
Pray for me, give me my space. But then I also feel like after this week, I realised that I have very good friends. I was thinking that, just crazy, I was thinking that today. Like, I have very good family and friends. Like, I'm so grateful for the people I have around me. Like Carly, all the people that I speak to on a day-to-day basis. And I don't speak to a lot of people on a day-to-day basis. But I was just thinking that I'm grateful. And when, I keep going back to this, Tyler and Martina called me, it was like, it was nice. Because sometimes, especially because the people that we deal with and the people that we speak to, you don't realise that you actually need that phone call sometimes.
You do.
And I'm the type of person, I'm not going to reach out for that phone call. I may do, but I'll say, just give me a call as well. And gauge my tone, gauge me. But if you can't get through to me, doesn't always mean I'm ignoring you. Sometimes my phone is actually not working because I'm at home. Signal.
Sorry, my hay fever's just...
Hay fever in December?
Yeah, man.
Don't lie, you're getting emotional.
No, I'm
Emotional.
not. Hay
Emotional.
fever. Allergies, man.
How can you get hay fever in December, Dejo?
Hay fever. Anyway, what was he saying?
Yeah, I said, I can't remember what I was saying now. I was basically saying, pray for me. Number one thing, pray for me. Because I always need prayer. Send me a text message. Call me. If you don't get me, text me. You're very good at that anyway. Texting me like, did you see a beep phone? Yeah. So don't try it. You're good at that.
I can't. What I'm very not good at.
Yeah.
Is faking stuff. So if I've got something that I need to speak to you about, I have to have that conversation.
And you can't. You need to deal with that, by the way. That is not good. Anyway, we digress. Dejo has an issue where he cannot, if he doesn't get the issue solved, he cannot go past or speak to you. That is not good.
Is it an issue though?
It is an issue.
Why?
Because I saw it the other day and I was like, rah.
Why is it an issue though?
Because you got to learn, okay, in life, you're not going to be able to resolve every single thing. So because you're not going to be able to resolve every single issue, that means the issue may arise, and because you can't resolve it, you're not going to get past it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Why?
Because life is full of issues, and you're not, I don't know, savior. You're not going to be able to solve everything.
No, I'm not going to solve it, but I'm at least going to have a conversation about it.
Yeah, but not everything needs to be spoken about. That's another thing. Yeah. I'm going to hit you with that. Not every situation, like my mum used to say this to me all the time, like, I don't know, for example, imagine you're in a relationship with someone or you're speaking to someone, or it could be a girl or, like, as a friendship, a boy, girl or boy, and you've noticed something, and you're like, okay, cool, I've noticed that. I'm not really going to talk to them anymore. You don't always have to discuss and say, I've noticed you do this and done that, so I'm not going to be your friend anymore. You don't have to do that, you know? And my mum told me that, and I used to always want to, even the other day a situation arose, and I really wanted to say, no, Mum, I have to speak to them about this. And she's like, sometimes God reveals things to you for you to just know, take note of it, and leave it. And I'm like, what? No. I have to speak about it. Me, like one claffy, go speak about it now. Did I get the answer that I wanted? Did I get what I needed? No. It made it worse. And I was like, Mum, I should listen to you. Not everything needs to be spoken about. Not everything needs to be resolved. As long as there's no hate in your heart, no anger, you can't try to resolve everything and stay stuck until it's resolved.
It's not that I want to resolve it, but at least...
You want to get off your chest?
If it's made me feel a way, I can't get past that.
And that's bad. Do you know why?
Why?
Because in life, there's going to be so many things that are going to make you feel away, and that means you're not going to get past it.
Things within my control, like we're talking about...
Oh, so if it's like strangers, you don't care?
No, I'll brush that.
Oh, okay.
Eventually, I'll brush it. If I can deal with it there and then, I'll deal with it. But if they've gone their way and I've gone mine, eventually I'll brush it.
Okay,
But
cool.
when it's something that's
Friendship,
fairly close to me, I can't get past it until I've had a conversation with you about it. Then we can be hunky-dory, get back to normal. And it's not necessarily like, oh, we're beefing. It's like...
No, you're salty.
It's not salty. It's like
They're just salty until he resolves it. Salty. What's that? Like salt beef from that? What's that? Bagel King. Salt beef Bagel King. You are salty like the seawater in Duns River. Yeah, salty. I swear to God, I first-hand experienced it the first time last year. I was like, look at this salty guy. Not watching snaps, not messaging until because you did it to me. Dej was salt beef. Yeah. And didn't watch my snaps, didn't message me, didn't contact me until I messaged him back saying, yeah, let's talk this day. That is not good.
Well...
And that is a naughty friend.
If I'm salty, I'm salty.
But yeah, we all have our character flaws.
Yeah, I need clarity. So now I'm content because you've told me how I can best support you.
So wait, cool. So if that was our last phone conversation, we spoke since then. So
it was like, there was little surface level messages in between, but it's like, you're right.
No, I even noticed,
what did I say?
Your message was one word. Your message was one word. So I was like, oh, content. We're going to do some content. Yeah. What date? You said this date. And I'm like, no date. I said this date. They're just salty.
Straight to the point, because that's just me.
Yeah, but you need to not be like that because it's not good. And imagine if I was an offensive person, I'd be like, wow, why are you messaging me
you're saying
like that?
It's not good, yeah? But after this conversation, I've got clarity and I now know how to better support you. So what's not good about that?
Yeah, but you could have texted me that.
No, I'm not a texter. This is what I need.
You're
I'm
gonna
a
FaceTime
old
me
school.
that.
No, I'm an old school human, and just in case I need to pinch you or something, I need you to be right here.
And see, that's what I hate. But then sometimes, yeah, no, you know what? I see what you mean. But whatever floats your boat, you know?
I think
Yeah.
for your loved ones,
Mm-hmm.
just let them know. Because if you tell people,
Mm.
look, if I'm ever going through anything, just please, just give me my space. I'm going to be good. Pray for me. And in due time, I'll reach out to you. Anyone that doesn't do that now, they're not respecting a boundary that you've set for them. And at the same time, they will not feel like they're not able to support you or they're not doing enough for you. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you've put that out there, you've told them, and it is what it is. But prior to that, I'm just here thinking, wow, like, what kind of friend am I? I can't even speak to her. I can't help her.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? I'm just sitting here watching and knowing that she's going through stuff and I
Yeah.
can't do nothing.
Oh, that's so bad.
Do you see what I'm
I feel
saying?
bad. But then at the same time, I feel like I actually don't. It's about me being aware of how I manage my own emotions and my own struggles, and I'm not fully aware of it yet. So it's like, if I say that to you, what if there becomes a moment where I actually need you to contact me, but I've said to you, no, don't contact me? That's probably why I feel like it's easier for me to just say nothing, because there could come a point where I need, like what happened the other day or you coming out, I need you lot to be there, but I've said to you no. So I'd rather just not say anything at all.
Okay, I think I'm following you. So
get it?
you're still kind of working out.
And navigating, because, and also as well, each situation needs a different response. So each struggle or mental, I don't say challenge, but I don't know if, okay, grief, you need a different response for grief.
Okay.
Heartbreak is a different response. Trying to figure out life and parent, all these things that can be different type of struggles needs a different type of response. But my main, I'll say primary response, if that's the word, is just taking my time out, because I know that there's only one me, and I'm the only person in my head that tells me what to do. So I just need time out for me. And I feel like sometimes I can talk too much. I talk a lot. So when I'm picking up the phone, I'm speaking, I'm doing all the talking, but I'm not doing the action that I need for myself. So I can just be calling you, calling Tyler, telling this problem, telling that problem, but I'm not doing the actions that needs to be done to solve the problem. So it's like I just rather be by myself.
And then solve it while you're by yourself?
Sometimes I'm solving it. Sometimes I'm dwelling in it. Sometimes it's like I'm in the swimming pool and it's like rising. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. And then I snap back out of it. But it's just like, I think for me, I need that time by myself. But then, who knows? Sometimes I wonder, what if one day I'm so overwhelmed and then nobody calls me? What would I do? So it's like, I don't want to write that option off, because I'm very grateful for the calls. But I do need time for myself. And also, I get very overwhelmed by the communicating, by the phone calls, and especially because we're both doing similar things nowadays. You can understand posting, contacting, being there for someone, people sending you questions in, which I'm not ungrateful. Like, I'm grateful that I can be that person. But at the sometimes, I'm one person. And because I'm not, maybe I need to be more, not maybe, I need to be more organised. I need to schedule myself better so that I don't get overwhelmed.
I guess it's boundaries as well, isn't it? So if you set a communication boundary, say if you're at work, you have working hours. Say if you've got people that you're reaching out to, you're helping, you're supporting,
Yeah.
you might have that within a window. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it can't consume your whole life.
It's true. It's true, but that's another thing. I need to schedule myself. I need to arrange myself. But if that hasn't been put in place yet, it's just everything. Do you know what it is as well? When you're starting out, you don't have a schedule. There's no schedule, because you're starting out. You're doing everything yourself. You are still trying to get to grips with everything, and then live your other life and your parent life. Everything's all over the place. But I feel like in due time, it will all come together. But I do need to work on, in 2024, how I cope with my issues and how I get through them, and being more present for my friends as well, because I feel like I struggle with that, because I'm such a introvert, and all of my friends are quite similar. Like, we all have an introvert side to us, extrovert side to us, and we're all kind of, I don't know, similar in ways. So you should have understood, to be honest with you, because you're not much different.
I do, but that still didn't stop me having that feeling.
Okay.
So that's the only reason.
So then why didn't you call me when you had that feeling?
You know what I mean? I said, your phone's not ringing.
What do you mean it wasn't ringing?
It's not ringing.
So what was it doing?
I'll show you after. It goes straight to, it don't even, I don't know.
Maybe it was on Do Not
Not
Disturb.
even voicemail.
Yeah, that means I'm at home. When it don't ring, do you know what people cuss me? Like, can you not see me calling your phone? I'm like, what are you talking about? My phone did not ring.
Let the cusses keep coming in.
But yeah, the key thing to do, pray for me. Before you pick up the phone, pray for me. And then call me. I'm just checking in. Yeah, no problem. That's it. Pray for me and call me. And buy me Starbucks. Oat caramel latte.
Oh, what if I don't put the oat milk?
Then I'll be on the toilet. And that's not okay. That's wicked. That's not a good friend. I'll be on the toilet. I had hot chocolate yesterday, you know. Belly bubble. If you're in the bed, belly I'll bubble up. You know, like when bubble.
Bubble
No,
like
you're like
soup,
cordial.
yeah.
No, cordial, like witch. Belly was bubbling up last night. I said, why did I? And the hot chocolate was so sweet.
You know, it's the powder as well, though. There's
And
milk.
it comes out the machine.
The machine.
Yeah, it was the machine.
Don't do no machine.
I had to do the machine because, yeah, that's all they had.
Nah.
Yeah, it was.
Forget
Oh, it's delicious.
Just
I put
ask
3
them for
sugars in
hot
there.
water.
Do you know what's really good as well? I've got a new technique, slightly off topic. Get chocolate milk, yeah? Warm it up in the microwave. Rain taught me this. Just warm up hot chocolate milk. Chocolate milk, normal, cold. Put it in the microwave, warm up 30 seconds or 1 minute. Put marshmallows on it. Best hot chocolate you can ever have. Arts Rain, she'll tell you. Anyway,
Might try that one day.
did you want to say anything else? Because I'm going to chat for days.
No, that was it, you know. I've got what I needed. So, again, slightly selfish, but I had a feeling that I had to kind of...
I can't believe you actually felt like you felt bad friend. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I feel like Thailand that feels like that as well now.
Honestly, I think
In all of my
with
friends.
communication, it clears up all these little things. So from you've said something, it's like, all right, cool, I
It
can be
makes
at
sense.
ease now.
Yeah. And I don't think you're a bad friend. I think you're all good friends.
Wicked friend.
Yeah, that sets up 3 cameras to come ask me a question, yeah? Yeah? No, I'm joking. No. You're all good friends, man. I have good friends and I'm very grateful to God for. And do you know what as well? The most important thing is like-minded friends. So friends on the same wavelength. Like I was saying this to Carly yesterday. Friends that have good hearts, kind, thoughtful, have a heart for others. Like all of my friends are like that. They won't see someone going through something and just be like, all right, cool. Like it could be a stranger, but they're willing to help. And I feel like the older I get, the more important it is. So there's a lot of people that I don't talk to anymore. And there's a lot of people that I value and what's the word I'm looking for? Never want to lose a connection. No matter how far they are or if they live in another country or they're busy with their day-to-day lives, I still do not want to lose that connection. So sometimes I feel a bit bad because I know my communication's poor. But I want you all to know that I love you guys.
Yeah, so hopefully
Yeah.
they see and they know.
Whichever camera. I love you guys.
So yeah, hopefully that clears that up. And anyone else that's got a friend that might be similar, speak to them and just get a bit of clarity, a bit of understanding on how you can best support them. Not how you would want to be supported. It's about them. How can you be the best friend that you can for them? It's not about yourself. And once they let you know that, do your best to try and abide by that and work within them guidelines. And then, yeah, just make sure you're supporting your people, man, in the best way that they want to be supported. And that's that.
That's key. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a wrap, man.